Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We'll get started in just a moment. Starting our fast track. We've got a fast track from 10 to 10:30. We're going to do 2 lessons. And then we'll do it all again next week. Lord willing. 10:30, we'll go into the journey. Going to catch up on our walking challenge. It's people are having a lot of success with. Should be a good day. How y'all doing after the 4th? Did y'all holiday it? I didn't. I didn't holiday it. I had a perfect day. What about y'all? Holiday, but it was planned and back on track today, saith Jennifer. Terry, holiday, but back on track. That's what it's all about. That is our lifestyle. That's how we do it. I love it when you talk like that. We enjoy our holiday if we want it, and then we get right back on track. That's not even falling down. That's a planned holiday. Sometimes it's a snackcident. I had one of Karen's amazing legendary blueberry pastry treats, my Pop-Tart replacement yesterday for one meal. I had another meal that was the high protein ramen noodles, not Raymond brand. And then I found some I had 3 clusters of frozen Dungeness crab, and I had that dipped in ghee butter. So it was a beautiful day for me. I worked, enjoyed my work. So Karen's got in those legendary pastries, and they are good, really good. Heat those up in the toaster oven. Also got MCT oil coming. Proud to hear that. Karen got some Quest chips, some Quest M&Ms, all kind of good things she's adding to the Shibby shop. We appreciate all the support for the Shibby shop. Deanna went to the lake and stayed perfect. Good deal. Awesome. Way to go, Deanna. Yep, I am way behind. Bear with me. I did see your email, and I promise, Lord willing, no fires today. I will get you what I owe you. I promise. Doing my best. If you haven't heard from me, but you've sent me an email, I got 500 or 600 emails that I have not returned. If you'll reach out to one of the team members, they most likely can help you if it's an emergency. Geraldine or Lisa, they would be able to probably help me on most things. And if it's an emergency, they know how to grab me and make sure that I put it on the top. So appreciate your understanding and support. We're a small team doing our best to support thousands of people who have been with us for years. Tara says, I had a perfect day, shrimp with pepper and onion and zucchini stir fry in MCT oil. That's right up my alley, Tara. Good one. That's exercise on a plate for sure. All right, we're going to get started. So we missed fast track yesterday. It was the 4th. Normally that's lesson 4. So we're going to combine the lessons today. The good news is everything you need to know is in your fast track videos. And if you're struggling with meal ideas, look no further. You got a book now. Oop, I keep falling off the screen. You have a book, Blowtorch Meal Ideas, just a ton of great meal ideas. And the way we laid the book out was not for a gourmet recipes. We have thousands of recipes in our library. We laid it out in a way where you might hopefully better be able to understand food combinations. I also put some simple sandwiches and wraps and things of that nature in there. So yeah, if you're struggling, get that book. If you don't want to buy the book and you're doing fast track, reach out to Lisa. She'll get you a meal plan. Okay. Thank you, Karen. Karen said, amen to the book. It has all you need to know. Thank you, Karen. It does. You can do this program with just the book. All right, y'all. So fast track. We want to go through our fast track videos. It's so important. The people that have had success, they share some commonalities. One of those commonalities is they've earned their fast track badge. We just go to the dashboard, click on the fast track dashboard. You want to go through all 7 laps. You should do that probably a couple times a year because we're talking about something that we're adhering to a lifestyle that's a new culture that we've decided upon internally because the culture around us is not eating like this. So you're going to be sucked into that just like I am. So come back to the basics as much as you will. Reinforce those basics. You know, NFL football teams, they have to do that every year. They've been blocking and tackling since they were in Pee Wee football, Pop Warner football. But as professionals, they always start the spring back off with the fundamentals. It's just part of life, y'all. We get in bad habits. This brings us back. Same reason we read our Bibles. Our flesh leads us astray. We right the ship through faith, and faith come by hearing. So we submit to that word so that we can subdue the flesh. So same thing with fast track. We want to go through the laps, refamiliarize ourselves with the website, and then go through your fast track videos. You've got all these cool downloads. I'm going to go on and pull up the advanced combination chart. There it is. We'll be talking about it in just a few moments. So you've got that. You've got all the videos. You go through the videos. They're very short. You get done, and then you just click new member fast track quiz. You go through that, take the test, pass test, earn the badge. Every successful member has that in common. They've earned the badge. And there's some other things they have in common, but that's one of the most important ones. You drink your water. Why? There it is in a video for 2 minutes. Journal. Food combining to control insulin. More on food combining to control insulin. Portion control. Don't eat more than 3 times a day. If you do, make sure it's an approved item and that you know that we're going to be maintaining. We're not going to be losing very much weight. Timing. We want to get that 12 to 16 hour fast. What is the fat bus? The fat bus is as the fat bus does. Appetite goes up, fat storage takes place, efficient fat burning stops for up to 2 days. We get into efficient fat burning with 2 perfect days. We at home in our natural habitat, if something calls for a cooking oil, you want to use MCT oil. This is a fast digesting fat. That's what we want to use at home, fast digesting fats, so they have no propensity to be stored as fat. It's kind of like you've heard of fast carbs, but have you heard of fast fats? We never want in a day, if we can help it, the entire system is to try to prevent you in a 24-hour period, and tomorrow's a different day, in a 24-hour period, keeping fast carbs away from slow burning fats. That is the program. Does that make sense? That is the program. Everything else is bells and whistles. In a day, stay away from fast carbs, slow fats, fruit, peanut butter. You got a slow burning fat, fast burning carb. You put them together, you've got you've got fat bus. If you're going to have a fast burning carb, you better have a fast burning fat or no fat, and vice versa. Condiments, they can really add up. So we follow our condiment rule. It's in this video. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of condiments that we can put on our meals to spruce them up and make them more enjoyable that won't hurt us. But every calorie counts. Just know that. Every calorie counts. You're going to give an account for every calorie, so be careful. That's why I try to stick with 0-calorie condiments. And from time to time, I want a little more flavor. I follow the condiment rule. You got to find your why. Your why is one of the most important parts of change. We've got strongholds in our life. We've got some behaviors that we're stuck on. We get in habits. So find the why. Your why why am I doing this? Has to be greater than temptation for you to be successful. And then you may have a why. Everybody here's got a why bigger than temptation. I could talk it out and we would all agree that you've got a reason for doing this that's more important to you than any mouth pleasure from a Reese's. But what happens is you get stuck and you're not aware. And you don't stop and pause and say, all right, let me think this through. What are the ramifications? Let me be an aware eater, because it's never worth it. It's never worth it. If you have a handful of Reese's, it might taste good for 5 minutes. But even if you're at your ideal weight, there's other options that would prevent that huge insulin dump. So it's really never worth it. Now, we can have holidays. We can have up to 6 holidays a month, and we'll do fine. We'll optimally lose a lot of body fat if our 24, 25 days are truly perfect. The more you stay around the red column and good meal replacements while you're losing weight, the better. You'll get there faster. Then as we get into maintenance, we want to see ourselves focus more on whole foods and organic foods, less meal replacements. But right now, the thing that we're wanting to do first, and the priority, first and foremost, get rid of that excess fat. We can talk how bad artificial sweeteners are. We can talk about a lot of stuff, but none of it, it pales in comparison to having excess body fat. As that's a problem. So it's just got to go. I used to tell myself the hunk of chunks got to go. Big Travis got to go, because that's what's killing us. We can work on the other things very, very soon as we get our feet under us and we feel good about ourselves and we're moving in the right direction. Then we can start eating organic. You do it from day one. I'm just saying, don't overanalyze this thing. Don't overthink it. You'll have paralysis by analysis, overanalysis. So if you're struggling with what to eat at this stage, let's say that you started on Monday. We had the interruption with the holiday yesterday, and you just don't know what to eat. Come on back next week. This is how information like this is best taught, is one heart to another with the support of a community. That's why just a book, it just would wind up on a shelf collecting dust. So we meet to bring this alive so that you can let it get down in your heart, the information, the education, because you only live one life. Is life even a vapor? It doesn't say your life is like a vapor. It says, is it even a vapor? We're here for a blip. What are you going to do with that time? Do you want 78 years as the average life expectancy, something like that? Do you want 78 years if you make it that long? Some of you made it past that. Glory to God. Do you want it all to be about having to fight this food addiction thing? The pain of daily self-discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs a ton. So forgive her. Who am I talking about when I say forgive her? Hey, Joy. Who am I talking about when I say forgive her?
The depraved mind.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we want to forgive her. We're talking about forgiving ourselves, letting go. You didn't mess up. You didn't relapse. Just that wasn't even you, okay? You're taking ownership of it. Your mind didn't want to do that. We've been teasing a lot about the inmates running the asylum. Your flesh is the inmate running the asylum, and all of its thoughts are lies. So you didn't want to do that. That's why you look in the mirror and you go, what am I doing? You didn't want to do that. Father, forgive them. They know not what they do. So just know, look at Linda. Beautiful Linda. Linda, that's a beautiful photo. Great picture. I see that. Isn't Linda beautiful, everybody? Wow. You still are, by the way. So we know that our mind makes the decisions, but it can't listen to the flesh. It can't listen to the flesh. The mind needs to obey the spirit, and then the mind and the spirit together can wrestle the flesh and put it back in behind bars and let it be a prisoner of Jesus. All right, so because we missed a lesson, we missed food categories, category 1 through 7. And then we usually take the test today. So instead, I'm just going to kind of quiz a little bit, because hopefully you follow through with your homework and you went through the fast track videos, took the test, passed test, earned the badge. Then we'll stay in this meeting to go into the members only journey session. So as it relates to eating, I can have a perfect day, true or false, I can have a perfect day and have 3 approved meals and 1 approved snack.
Yes.
Absolutely. I can do that. And if I've got a lot of weight to lose, I'll probably still lose weight if my portions were on point. The true or false, I can have 3 approved meals, an approved snack, and I can graze on freebies all day long and have a perfect day.
Yes, but you wouldn't want to do it all the time.
That's right. That's right. So you're having one of them days. You're aware you're using food as a coping mechanism, but you did it. But you chose the right things. I've done that. I still do it from time to time. So it's not optimal, but you still controlled your insulin levels. True or false? I can have 2 approved snacks and 1 approved meal, and I am in an optimal range. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely you can. So I could do the following. I could have approved beverages that are 0 calorie during the day. And then for dinner at 6 o'clock, I could have some grilled chicken and green beans cooked in MCT oil. And then right after that, I could have a dessert that's an approved snack. Yep, you just had 2 eating episodes. Good deal, right? True or false? The following is an approved blue column meal. I had grilled chicken that I sauteed in delicious olive oil. And then I had a side of yellow squash that was cooked in MCT oil. And then I had a half of a medium-sized baked potato with 0 calorie butter spray and fat-free sour cream. That is an approved blue column meal.
No,
Good job. Why?
because of the olive oil.
The olive oil. What
Makes
would
it
I
a
have?
4.
What would I
Makes
have?
it
Go
makes
ahead.
it a 4. Makes it a category 4.
Yep. What do I have to do to fix that plate?
Use MCT oil.
Correct. That's right. You could use MCT oil. True or false? I'm at a cookout and I can have a 97% lean Hebrew National Frank with a -2 hot dog bun, ketchup, mustard, sauerkraut, a couple of tablespoons of approved chili. And then after I eat that hot dog, I can have a half a cup up to a cup of a sliced watermelon.
True.
That's true. All that works. So it's endless what you can do. Okay. True or false? Any recipe in our database on a portion plate is an approved meal. That's true. Just you got to watch your portions. Some recipes are better than others. What is the term that we use to rank a recipe or a food? So that we know whether it's good for weight loss or not.
weight loss meter.
Yeah, we got a little weight loss meter, and it's not pinpointed science, but it's a roundabout number that tries to lead ourselves into the decisions that we need to make based upon our goals. The more negative the number, the more likely it is that it's going to benefit weight loss. The higher the number, the more likely it is to cause some problems if we do it too frequently. Make sense? A 0 means this is not going to hurt you, but it's not going to help you. Okay. If I portion control 3 eating episodes that are all of the -2, -3 variety with extreme portion, got to follow your portion rule, you've had a good day because you're generating a lot of blood flow to the digestive system, or there was some other characteristic of the food that helped. All right. True or false? A good plateau breaker, if you've hit a plateau, would be to have 2 or 3 days of chicken, grilled chicken, or pan-seared fish, or boar's head London broil with 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts. Fabulous. And that's a red column meal. That's a red column meal. True or false? For lunch, I could have a boar's head turkey breast or Dietz and Watson turkey. I could have turkey breast, lettuce, tomato, a slice of reduced fat cheese, -2, -3 bread, have me a good sandwich with a package of Quest chips. Yep, that would be a good meal. Would it be better for me for weight loss if I ditched the chips and had them later, spaced out later? Yeah. The less portion, obviously, the better it is. And if you can ever adopt the mindset that anytime I'm eating something that has calories, that's an eating episode. If you can just look at it like that and develop the discipline of I don't eat until it's time to eat. So I might want something, but too bad, so sad, I'm going to get busy, get my mind off of it, and I'm going to eat when it's time to eat. That's right. Lauren says it's just that you had a snack and a meal together. You did. And if I was there's sometimes you can classify things more than one way. If you're not in a big hurry to lose weight, you could just call that one meal. It's not a category 3, but you could kind of look at it like a 1, 2, 3, and it's just a blue column meal then. If you're trying to go faster, you'd want to count it as a separate eating episode. Any questions or comments from me? Anybody? Don't forget, we do this again. We'll be doing it again next week, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. For all experienced members, but all comers. This is always broadcast as long as technology holds up. It's always broadcast on the website, and you don't even have to give us any information to participate in this class. This is our ministry part of what we do. We teach the basics. We don't go beyond the basics for those folks, only for our members. Anybody got anything before we go? We will be staying in here at 10:30. We'll transition. All hearts and minds clear. Quiet group. Y'all all still full from yesterday, maybe? Yeah, those weekends, when they start the long weekends, sometimes it gets people. It sounds like y'all have done pretty good, though.
No, we had a bad thunderstorm that woke me up at 3:18 this morning.
That is so odd you say that. I promise I'm not making this up. I promise. I didn't have a thunderstorm, but I woke up at exactly 3:18. I got up at 3:18 this morning. So that's an odd, something's.
Wow.
That's the number 12 if you add them together.
Well, okay. If it was 318 at your house, it was 218 here. I'm in Central Time.
Yeah, I got up at 3:18 this morning.
Weird.
Funny you'd mention that. Things get mentioned in threes like that. Terry says she's tired. Hang in there, Terry. Anybody got anything? All right. We'll close out in prayer. Don't forget to take test, pass test, and earn the fast track badge. We'll close out and then we'll just stay here and we'll do a little journey stuff, have a little reset, hopefully prepare for next week, get our journalers, make sure you're still going strong. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in the earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day, Lord, our daily bread. Forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. All right. Thank y'all. Thank you, everybody.